In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create the perfect man coverage beating play. I will give you guys a checklist that you can use to create your own man beater in the scheme you are currently running. Then I'm also going to give you 2 man beating plays that I would consider perfect that you can use right now. To create the perfect man beater, you need to have a play that has a great group of routes that attack each area of the field, and this is absolutely crucial. Then the play should have these 5 elements. You want at least one sharp breaking corner route or out route on the field that attacks the sideline. These are incredible, and you can throw them to the outside away from the user, so you can just really go to them super consistently. And if you pick one that has a sharp cut, the separation can be really good with these. One bonus tip with these is to use an ability like short and elite on these routes, and this is going to make the separation even that much better. The second thing I look for with an incredible man beater is having a deep post that can work as a one-play touchdown versus man coverage on the field. This is crucial because now if the defense starts to take away the deep safeties to either try to bring pressure like a 0-man blitz, or they try to drop them down into zones to take away underneath routes, then we can bomb them deep over the top with these post routes. This forces the defense to keep at least one safety back, and this can really limit their options defensively, or we can just let it fly deep every time. Next, we need something that attacks the middle of the field that gets really good separation versus man. I also prefer something that hits a little bit later in the play, then comes over the middle. This allows time for the user to be distracted by something else on the play and leave the middle. Then this route can replace that area of the field, and I really love this as like a third option on a play. Then for our routes, we need at least one check down option on these plays as well. These are super important, and they'll be used when the defense brings a blitz and you need to get the ball out quick, or if everything is covered deep down the field, then you need a ball you can check it down to underneath. These can be routes like whips that break out to the sideline, or routes like slants or Texas routes from the running back that break over the middle. Then the last element of your checklist is with your play, you want the ability to have 5 really good man beating routes on the field at once. This is really when the man beater becomes next to impossible to stop. If you have routes accomplishing each of these elements that we went over here that attack all areas of the field, but then you also have 5 out at once, it just makes it so difficult to take them all away. Then kind of the bonus here is also to have the ability to block an extra player. This isn't always a must, but if you can block a tight end or a running back, this can help pick up blitzes and give you extra time to push the ball down the field. Okay, so now you can take this checklist to create your own perfect man beating play. But then I also have 2 plays I'm going to break down here in this video that'll hit all these marks and that you can use right now. First up, we have curl switch and empty tray stack, and this can be found in these 2 playbooks. This is an incredible man beater that has 5 great man beating routes that attack all areas of the field and checks all our boxes for a perfect man beating play. To set this up, come with your stack out to the wide side of the field, then take your front of stack receiver and put him on a corner route. Now, if you don't have hot route master, you can still use this play. Just put him on a smart routed out route and it will accomplish the same thing. And that is it for the setup on this play. Alrighty, so here we go with curl switch. Now, this has been one of my favorite man beaters in Madden for years. Now, kind of going through the process of our checklist here, we have a corner and outbreaker attacking the sideline. We have a deep post that works really good as a one-play touchdown. Then we have 2 check downs on this play with this kind of shallow slant, this whip route, and then we have a route attacking the middle of the field. So that's all of our checklist. Plus, we have 5 routes on this play that all beat man coverage. So one thing that I kind of meant by that is some plays you'll have a streak on the field. Obviously, streaks are not going to do a very good job against man coverage, or you'll have a comeback on the field, or something that just isn't really a viable man beating route. That is what I meant by, you want 5 routes that are actually dangerous versus man coverage. So when I'm running this curl switch play, the first place I like to look is the sideline. Well, really, I want to check the safety. It looks like they're going to have a safety deep here. So I want to read this corner route on the outside. It is my go-to route. He's going to go upfield. We do have short and elite on this player. You see it activated. As he breaks out, we can just fire this in, rack catch it, get up the sideline. So this corner route is the first place we want to go basically every time. Here we check the safety. They do have of a deep safety. So we're going to be looking at this corner route as he breaks. He's going to get upfield, break to the outside. We want to pass lead this away from this player. And this is the reason why I love these corner routes, guys. Look at where the user is. Users are playing over the middle of the field 99% of the time when people are running man coverage. So the user really can't get to this unless you go to it every single time over and over and over. Maybe the user will shoot out there. But for the most part, corners and outbreakers, if you can get ones that get really open, the user will be nowhere to be found. DK breaks a tackle here and we score. Next place we want to look at the safeties. So they have two safeties, but these guys are in man coverage. When guys are playing at 10 yards and they're lined up over top of receivers like this means this is going to be a zero blitz, or, you know, these guys aren't going to be playing deep. So as soon as I see players not playing deep, this is why I want one of these deep posts on the field in my go-to favorite man beaters and our perfect man beater. So they do bring a blitz. We buy time in the pocket. We see nobody deep. He's bringing his user on a rush. And as soon as this player breaks up field, I want to pass lead this up and keep it away from this corner. Rack catches and we score. So here's another post. By having this post on the field, and once again, no deep safeties, I know if I have time in the pocket, he is bringing a blitz, but we block it up. As soon as this post breaks up field, that is where I want to let it go deep. So this is just such a vital part, and we're just able to run under that, get like a 30-40 yard gain. So I think this is the most overlooked part of having a really good man beater, is having a viable option that forces them to keep safeties back. This is really going to limit their ability to bring zero pressures and, you know, can let us just hit huge plays. Okay, then for the rest of the play, the third thing I kind of talked about was having something that attacks the middle of the field. But like I said, I kind of like something that attacks a little bit later. So right here, we throw to this post and this corner route a ton. That is going to get the user out of the middle of the field. So look at this. We have these three routes attacking this side. User vacates the middle. Now we have this dig attacking the middle of the field. So this is the type of layering I'm talking about. We want to get the user out of the middle of the field. Corner route's taken away. He's taken away our cross. There's a safety over the post. So what do we have? We have this late dig attacking the middle of the field. Once a user vacates, then we can throw it in. So that is the third element that I love in a perfect man beating play. Then we have two checkdowns on this play. So checkdowns are if things are covered deep or if they're bringing pressure. So we have this kind of shallow cross slant here, and then we have the whip. So for the shallow cross, same thing. We want to check deep. Okay, he kind of takes away our corner route. We see he has a safety over the top, and we see his users playing over the top of this. I have this post or the slant going across the field. He gets open, throw it in. There is nothing wrong, you know, taking that, you know, shallower route going across the middle. Then same thing here. We have our whip to breaking to the outside. So we look here, corner route, maybe kind of taken away there. Deep post, he's going to have the safety over the top. We have the user taking the shallow cross, and that's kind of taken away. So we have the whip going out the other way. Like the balance on this play, guys, is absolutely incredible. We're attacking the shallow short area of the field. We're attacking the middle of the field. We're attacking the deep area of the field, this sideline, and the shallow middle. Here we go to the whip, and this is why this is probably my favorite man beating play in the entire game. I have ran this for years, and it is very, very good. I also have a full empty offense, guys, that this is a part of. It's very, very good, very tough to stop. I'll link it down below in the description if you guys want to see a full scheme that goes along with this play. Then if you want to take your Madden game to the next level, you need to check out my website, Scheme Kings. There is a ton of content on the site, like my 5 full schemes that I have released so far for Madden 24, with my Ravens attacking defense, my NFL spread offensive scheme, my Georgia Bulldogs match-based defense, then my wide zone offense, and my NFL Mount Rushmore scheme. Then you can also get access to my playbooks on Scheme Kings, which are full written breakdowns for my schemes. I believe between Madden 23 and Madden 24, I have about 11 out so far, with my newest being my Ravens attacking defense that is 44 pages long, and it is going to make it so much easier to run each one of my schemes and make them that much more effective. Then starting today, we have a sale on the site. Use code SPREAD at checkout for 50% off your first month. This sale is going to run till May 12th. So if you want to check out Scheme Kings, I will leave a link for it down in the description below. Our second perfect man beater is going to be posts in gun slot route offset, and this can be found in the spread playbook. This is another incredible man beater that allows us to send 5 players out on routes that all attack different areas of the field. It hits our whole checklist, and this can be a great addition to your offense to shred man coverage. To set this up, come out with your trips to the wide side, then take your wide side tight end, and if you have hot route master, put him on a trail route, and if you don't have hot route master, then put him on an out route to the sideline, and that is the whole setup. Alrighty, now we're getting into posts. Now, this is kind of what the play looks like pre-snap. Now, with our main adjustment that I like to do, also we can either put Jackson on a trail route or an out route to the sideline. But if they are bringing blitzes, the nice thing with this post play is we can block our tight end. So you'll see I block him quite a bit throughout these clips. But same thing with this checklist. So we have a corner route, at least one attacking the sideline. Here we actually have 2. So we have our tight end and our slot receiver. We need a deep route that gets open if they don't have safety help. Here, this post will do that. We have something attacking the middle of the field right here, and then we have our tight end that if we put him out, he can be the check down with the trail route or the out route as well. If we don't block our running back, we have 5 routes that we are able to send out. But the kind of bonus tip was of that 5 route, we have 5 viable man beaters, was here we can block an extra player. We can block this tight end here, and this play is still super viable. So right here, first place I want to look is my corner routes. Either corner route. Once again, this makes it super difficult for the user. So it doesn't matter, especially this one now. So the user is going to rush here, but we have a corner route on each side. So even if we throw this wide side corner route a bunch, we can always go to the tight end if he starts to overplay. But here, corner route breaking to the outside. He has man coverage. As he breaks, we can just fire this in along the sideline. You got to get the right corner routes, get in practice mode, try them. But if you pick the right ones that break sharp and separate, the corner routes are just absolutely stealing. And I think they're super underrated. Once again, kind of bringing a user rush. He does have a safety in the middle of the field. That's one thing we want to check for on this play as well. Separation right here. Throw this up, out, keep it away from the man coverage, get 15-20 yards. Now, if we don't like the wide side for whatever reason, we also have a tight end. Like, look at both our corner routes are open here, guys. Both. So you can go to either one. Here we decide to go to the tight end on the other side of the field. Now we have really good separation here. We want to rack catches, get upfield, actually get a nasty stiff arm here with Bo, and we're able to get into the end zone. So those are our 2 corner routes on each side of the field. Now on this play, I want to talk about, so we're looking at the safeties, we're looking at our corner routes. So if they have 2 safeties back, that really makes me think, okay, the post is not going to be open. So now we want to look to the corner routes, and if the corner routes get taken away, so I'm just going to pause right here. So right here, kind of just really messy here. Corner route kind of taken away. Safety help on both these corner routes. This is where this Texas route right here is absolutely beautiful. So he's going to kind of late break over the middle. It's going to give us time to look at our corner routes. If we don't like them, if the user leaves, the user's rushing, or he's helping anywhere, these Texas routes from your running back absolutely shred man coverage. He beats him by 3 to 4 yards right here. You can rack catch that, get that upfield. We pick up like 12 yards on the play. The other great thing about these Texas routes, guys, is a lot of the time the user is responsible for the running back. So if the user's responsible, he thinks the running back's coming up to block right here, but he's actually going to go out on a route. Now look at the user late is like, crap, that is my guy. So he's covering everybody on the outside, safeties over the top, but he thinks the running back's blocking, so he's going to rush. Now we just shoot the running back out over top, juke to the outside, and we pick up like 20 yards. So that route is the route attack in the middle of the field. Then the other big element on this play is if they don't have safeties over the top. And what do we see? Safety at wide out over top of a guy, wide over top of a guy. That lets me know it is a 0 blitz. So for this, what do I want to do? I want to block this tight end who's instead of putting him on the trail route, and we want to try to hit this post. Now, this post works really well. One thing with this post too is if you do have route tech, this can make these posts, these deep posts, even better, because you're going to see actually not on this one. It's going to be the next one. So we don't even have route tech on this one. So this one works without route tech, but same idea. He's going to get upfield. They have no safeties over the top. We see the Texas route is open. We block up the blitz because we block our tight end, but we have the deep tight post over the top. We can lay this up, let this guy run underneath it. I've went over this in other videos too, guys. When you're trying to throw these deep posts, you don't have to bullet them. I actually like to throw them with air. Let this guy run underneath it. So you're gonna see I don't bullet pass this. I drop this up and I rainbow this in. Let Tyreek use his speed, run underneath that, and now it is just a foot race. We're on our own 8-yard line. They have no safeties over the top, and we can burn them for a 92-yard touchdown. Here it is going to be again, but this time with CeeDee Lamb, and this one we do have route tech on CeeDee. So same thing, if we see no safeties in the middle of the field, this safety's like widening out. I think he double teamed the corner route or something, but you're going to see CeeDee. I don't even know if CeeDee activates here. Let's see. So, oh yeah, so CeeDee activates right here. So route tech can really help make these posts even better. He's going to shoot in the middle of the field, cross this guy's face, rack catch it, and we score. So once again, guys, I can't stress enough how important it is to have something deep to put pressure on these guys. If they, aren't going to keep safeties back, we need a viable option to take the top off the defense. Then lastly, guys, on this play, we have our trail route, or you can put this guy on a out route, and this is kind of our another check down option. So coming over the middle, here we just kind of want to get the ball out quick. There's nothing really open on the outside. Trail in over the middle, and you can drop that in. Then if you want an offensive scheme that you can run that pairs with this posts play, I'm starting a brand new offense out of the spread playbook, and you can check out the intro video for that scheme right here.